seriously now. Thinking about my mom, me, 2015. With Mom living far away, I felt like I'd lost my best friend, the one who knew me best. If I analyzed things more, I would have noticed the similarities of her life with my own. She had asked my dad to leave after wanting a bigger life than the one they had together. She wasn't content with always staying home and watching TV as a lifestyle like he was, and she couldn't convince him to live any other way. He was a watcher, and she was a doer. My first marriage ended for a similar reason. Our lives were different in that I had married a second time much earlier than she did. My husband had many of the same qualities as the man she had been in a long-term relationship with that cost her 7 long years of her life. That was the main difference. My man had married me, most likely because of the religious aspect. He had seemed fine with us shacking up and knocking boots together before his young daughter said something. I am sure my mother would have married that boyfriend if he would have asked. Mom had also found religion in her late 30s or early 40s, as I have now tried. She found that part of herself thanks to a friend's recommendation and to help her feel a sense of community after we kids had left. We each built a business in similar ways, trying to make it work, sometimes at extreme financial cost to the family. She had declared bankruptcy not once but twice, moving into very small quarters, even staying in a small cottage in someone's backyard to make ends meet for a few years. Each time she moved, she found her space getting smaller and smaller, until she became too comfortable in tight places, never asking for or feeling she deserved more. Kind of how I am now, making myself small to fit here, no matter the cost. I wish I would have listened to her more, watched and actually learned the lessons that came from her, instead of continuing to make the same mistakes that she had myself. I had spent so much time trying not to be my mother, or thinking I wasn't because I was a stay-at-home mom or I had money for a while and married again, that I didn't realize the gift of who she actually was. I'd be incredibly lucky to be like her. Read this book and this book, she'd say, and each time I would reject her suggestion because I didn't have time, or perhaps I felt I knew better. Where would I be if I had read all the books? If I had read some of the books that she had read, or been to half the places she had been, would I have felt the need to attempt my greatest adventure in secret? I had cowardly sent my books out into the world unaccompanied by my name or an easy way to find me again. Why? Was I ashamed of my life, or the people that I had met or learned from? Was there value in having them know what they meant to me? Did I affect them too? I may never know. Maybe her life is as mixed up as mine, and the two of us are just spinning around each other, hoping that one of us will be flung out of the lack-filled vortex, finding success and maybe even happiness at last. Maybe I am here to break the pattern, so my own daughters do not fall into the same soul storm as I have as my mother before me. If that is my role to play in our family production, my becoming small in my own life will not get me beyond it. I cannot break the cycle from here. Something has to change. Maybe, just maybe, if I can find my way to the truth, I will end up changing things for all of us. And wouldn't that be extraordinary?